Hey.
Hey.
So, we're recording another Randocast. We just watched the second episode.
Of the first season of The Pretender.
Yeah. Is it actually the second episode if it's the one after the pilot? Because isn't the pilot like the 0th episode?
No.
Oh.
It'd be S01E01.
Oh.
Yep.
I don't know what you just said. Anyway, hey, so in this episode, he decides he's going to become a Coast Guard rescue
Lieutenant in the Coast Guard.
Yeah, and he's gonna rescue people and have fun swimming. But the thing is, what he actually wants to do is avenge the murder of a drowned man who got killed by the Coast Guard. Isn't that crazy? It's nuts.
Yes.
But what this episode is actually about is Parker's mommy issues and how she now drinks heavily, smokes first thing she wakes up in the morning, and dresses in skimpy outfits because her mom died basically in front of her eyes in a violent death.
Well, she thinks it's a suicide at first, so she thinks her mom is, weak or whatever. I think she blocked it out for a bit.
Yeah.
And what actually happened. Also, she wasn't smoking first thing in the morning in that sense. Jared caught her at 3:44 in the morning.
No, there was light filtering in through the window.
It was the moon. The clock said 3:44 a.m.
Right, so first thing she wakes up, she takes a drag of her cigarette. Anyway, actually what happens is Jared, I guess you were hinting about this, figures out that there's something going on. He does this by watching through all the tapes of his, fricked up, freaking science experiments that were conducted on him. And lo and behold, during one of them, the actual deed occurs where the mom dies.
It's not a tape, it's a DSA.
Okay, whatever.
And actually, what's interesting is this DSA is in color. I don't think any of the future ones are in color. So there's that. And also, he didn't have to go through it to remember. He probably already remembers. And now he's just bringing Miss Parker along for the ride.
Right. And the other thing he tried doing, aside from becoming a Coast Guard person, is painting. And he was a lot worse at painting than he was at being a Coast Guard rescue operator. Because at least he was able to rescue a drowning woman on his first day, which is pretty good for a Coast Guard guy. Painting? I think Parker had to, watch the DSA before she figured out what the hell the painting was supposed to be.
Yeah.
She watches the DSA of, her, tragic scene, and then she turns around, looks at the painting, and has this moment of realization, oh, that's supposed to be me as a child.
I think her moment of realization is that her mom didn't commit suicide and was actually brutally murdered in an elevator, but,
I don't know. Well, the mystery is, who done it?
I mean, I know, but you'll figure it out later, I guess.
Who done it? Anyway, so, continuing on with the plot, I'm more interested in the show now, I guess. We got some kind of mystery going on. We got this damaged woman with, this messed up psyche because of her past. And we got this guy who's just, really obsessed with little kids.
I don't think he's obsessed with little kids. I think it's because he was so sheltered that he is sort of a kid in some aspects, and he can connect better with kids than he can with adults because he had such a messed up life.
I guess so. He seems to be fine connecting with adults, though.
Yeah. But there's just this child sense of wonderment that he has that I think works really well with kids.
Hey, so that helicopter pilot got her promotion. That's cool. Yeah, shout out to female helicopter pilots.
Yes, shout out to them.
Yeah.
You also meet Brutes for the first time.
Who's that?
The computer guy.
Oh.
He's Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
I thought he looked familiar. Yeah, he's a funny guy. Typical engineer type of dude. That was a nice scene. What else we got in this episode? That boat guy was kind of interesting, right?
The Magdalene captain?
Yeah, basically, I guess Jared just, kind of takes him under his wing. He takes pity on the guy, even though it's not his, main focus, he decides he's gonna help him as well. And I guess, maybe it's just part of his plan for, getting out of the grasp of the organization or whatever. But I think he actually just wanted to help the guy.
Yeah. What did you think of the comeuppance scene? Every episode has a comeuppance scene.
Oh, that was great. I'm a little bit sad that he like radioed that shit in. Just let the guy tread water and die for a day. It'd be great.
He doesn't want to be a murderer.
He's already a murderer. That ship has sailed, if I may use that expression.
So you weren't as on board the first episode. I mean, you seemed to really hate it the first episode.
Yeah.
But you seem to change your opinion.
This episode is a lot better than the first one. However, I will not re-upgrade my ratings for the Fear Street books that I downgraded when I watched the first one.
You don't need to do that. What made this episode better for you?
I gotta say, I'm a man of the sea.
Oh, you love the speedboat chase scene, right? Straight out of Bond.
They even had the classic, like, Bond villain henchman guy with the blonde hair. Like, I swear, he must have been an extra in one of the Bond movies or something, because just that haircut, as you pointed out. Jeez.
Like a bowl cut with really bleached blonde, almost white, with these horrible sunglasses.
You just get this one scene, but, like, instantly you're like, wow.
And then you meet one of the sweeper, the main sweeper that's with Parker, Sammy, the big guy that went on the boat.
Right.
He's in the entire show.
No, you know what's funny is like the father-son relationship
Between Sydney and Jared?
Sydney's like, "Hi, Jared."
Hello, Sydney. Give me that.
like Sydney doesn't care. Like
Sydney's just happy to see Jared.
And he knows exactly what Jared's capable of. He's not even worried. He's like, "Listen, guys, let's just let him be, and he'll be found when he wants to be found." Right?
Did you like the messing with the center scenes where he like rerouted all the phones and everywhere?
Oh yeah.
Pinging across the world.
And then he's in the room next door. The guy's like, "Well, you didn't ask me." He also has the guy like radio the dude.
He also uses Parker's like card number to pay for all the rewiring of the
right. So the
phones.
engineer guy's like, "You won't believe how much this cost," and Parker's like, "I don't care." He's like, "Good, because it was on your phone card." By the way, 90s things. Remember phone cards?
Not really. But I kind of remember them, but I don't think I ever used them.
So I actually used to use a phone card to, call international. And I remember you had to, like, recharge it and stuff.
Oh, yeah, we used those too.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I remember those. A lot of landlines in this episode. The clothing in this episode, so 90s.
All right. Anyway, guys, I guess we're just going to be reviewing more of this show, and tune in for our future Randocasts, and we got some more RetRead official episodes coming your way as well.
Yes, we do. I'm in the middle of editing it.
Yep.
We'll see it soon.
Yeah, alright guys. Peace!